If you are planning to travel to Sri Lanka, there is one place you should never skip. A place where stone remembers history, and silence speaks louder than words. This is Sigiriya, the Lion Rock. Rising suddenly from the flatlands of central Sri Lanka, Sigiriya has watched kings rise and fall, empires fade, and time quietly move forward. This is not just a rock. It is a story carved into stone, waiting for travelers to listen.
Sigiriya is located in the heart of Sri Lanka, surrounded by forests, ancient lakes, and quiet villages. For centuries, this land has been shaped by nature and protected by time.
For travelers, reaching Sigiriya feels like leaving the modern world behind. The roads grow quieter, the air feels older, and the landscape begins to tell its own story. To understand Sigiriya, you must first understand the man who chose this rock. In the 5th century, Sri Lanka was ruled by King Datasena. But power, as history often shows, is never truly secure. Kashyapa, the king's son, was not the rightful heir to the throne. Fear of losing power slowly turned into ambition, and ambition soon became betrayal. According to ancient chronicles, Kashyapa overthrew his own father, seizing the kingdom for himself. But with power came fear. Fear of revenge, fear of judgment, fear of those who would one day rise against him. Haunted by guilt and surrounded by enemies, Kashyapa searched for a place that could protect both his body and his mind. That place was Sigiriya. Rising almost 200 meters above the surrounding plains, this massive rock offered what no palace could: absolute isolation and control. From here, Kashyapa could see everything, but no one could reach him easily. Sigiriya was transformed into a fortress in the sky. Gardens were built below, walls were painted with beauty. Water flowed where it should not have. Yet, behind this architectural brilliance, there was a restless king, a man ruling from fear, not peace. Every stone place here tells a silent story. A story of power gained and peace lost. Sigiriya is not only a monument of greatness, it is also a reminder that no wall is strong enough to protect a troubled mind. As travelers climb higher, Sigiriya begins to reveal a softer side of its story. Hidden halfway up the rock, protected by stone and time, are some of the most mysterious paintings in South Asia. These are the Sigiriya frescoes. Painted more than 1,500 years ago, these figures seem to float against the rock face, untouched by centuries of wind and rain. No one knows their true identity. Some believe they are heavenly beings. Others believe they are women of the royal court. What is certain is this: their beauty was meant to be seen and remembered. The colors, once vibrant and bold, still carry a quiet elegance today. Natural pigments delicate lines, and expressive faces show an artistic skill far ahead of its time. For travelers, standing here feels surreal, as if the past is watching you in return. Just beyond the frescoes lies another silent witness to history. A wall so polished, it once reflected the king's own image. This is the mirror wall. Centuries ago, visitors scratched their thoughts onto this wall. Poems of love, words of wonder, simple human emotions. They did not know they were writing history. They were simply responding to what they felt. These ancient inscriptions tell us something powerful. That Sigiriya was never just a fortress. It was a place that moved people. Even today, travelers do the same, not with stone or ink, but with memory. Beyond the paintings and poetry, Sigiriya demands something from every traveler. The climb begins. Stone steps rise sharply against the rock face. Narrow, exposed, and unforgiving. For many, this is the moment of hesitation. The moment when fear whispers and the ground feels far away. Halfway up, two enormous paws appear, the remains of a lion that once guarded the entrance. This was the Lion Gate. Centuries ago, visitors passed through the mouth of a lion, walking between its teeth toward the sky. The body of the lion has long disappeared, but its message remains. Only those willing to face fear may continue. As travelers climb higher, the world below grows smaller. Forests stretch endlessly, lakes reflect the sky. The noise of modern life fades into silence. Every step is a test of strength, of patience, of resolve. Metal staircases now guide the final ascent, secured against the rock. Hands grip railings, hearts beat faster. The wind grows stronger. And then, suddenly, the climb ends. Not with noise, but with stillness. At the very top of Sigiriya, the climb finally releases its grip. The wind moves freely here, the sky feels closer, and the world below feels distant. This summit was once a royal city in the clouds. Gardens, pools, palace walls. All carefully planned, not just for beauty, but for control. King Kashyapa stood here, looking out over forests and villages, believing no enemy could reach him. From this height, power must have felt absolute. But even here, history reminds us of a simple truth. No wall is high enough to protect a restless Min. Today, only ruins remain. Stone foundations, broken bricks, silent pathways. Yet the view is unchanged. A full 360 degrees of Sri Lanka unfolds below. Jungles stretching to the horizon, lakes shimmering in the distance, and villages living quietly, far away. Travelers stand still, not because they are tired, but because they are overwhelmed. This is the reward. Not just the view, but the perspective. For all its beauty and brilliance, Sigiriya was born from fear. King Kashyapa did not build this fortress to rule. He built it to hide. Below the rock, history was moving. Prince Mogalana Urer gathered his forces in exile. Years passed, power shifted. When the armies finally met, it was not the height of Sigiriya that decided the battle. It was confusion. Kashyapa's war elephant turned unexpectedly. His soldiers believed their king was retreating. They fled. Alone on the battlefield, Kashyapa faced the end. Some say he fell on his own sword. Others say he was defeated. Either way, his reign ended in silence. Sigiriya was abandoned. The palace in the sky returned to the earth. Monks returned. Meditation halls replaced royal chambers. Silence replaced fear. Centuries later, the world would rediscover Sigiriya, not as a fortress, but as a masterpiece. Today, Sigiriya stands as a reminder that power without peace is fragile, that beauty can rise from darkness, and that even the highest walls cannot protect us from ourselves. For travelers, Sigiriya is more than a destination. It is a story written in stone and remembered in silence. If this journey moved you, if places like Sigiriya inspire your curiosity, we explore timeless destinations, untold stories, and the quiet beauty of the world, one journey at a time. Your support helps these stories continue.
Consider subscribing to the channel.
Thank you for traveling with us.